Hi guys, we're going to be doing a collective reading. We're going to see what you need to know right now whenever you come across this video. Show me clearly what is going on for the collective. What does this individual who's tuning in, what do you guys need to know? Show me clearly. Fire Ant is your first card out. Getting a little heated. Oh, ooh, Panther. Okay. Whoever I'm connecting with, you might be in the middle of a tense situation. Wolf. Maybe you started it. You maybe... Either you started it or you're like, nope, I'm putting this to an end. Tarantula. Sea Serpent. Let's get one more and then we'll get into the tarot after this. We got a lot actually. Okay, this fellow on the Panther, these fell out over here. Okay, so you're definitely dealing with some interesting energies, and right off the bat I do think that you are having to look out for any trickery or deception or people acting in ways that are very shady, or they're acting in their shadow here. Okay. And why? Because they're hurt and they're angry and they're using their anger as a mask, or they're using whatever pain that they're feeling, they're masking it, but it's coming out in a way that is bringing discomfort and tension and misunderstandings, or something's being misrepresented or misunderstood. Like there's just something here with the Fire Ant. Too many people are involved, or too many opinions, or there's just so much energy that's clashing. You're feeling sensitive, others are feeling sensitive, and honestly, when the Fire Ant comes out, you need to cool off. You gotta take a few steps back, blow off some steam, come back to this later. But even by you asserting yourself or setting a boundary with the wolf, because the wolf, it either says that you are leading the situation or you're being guided to take the step and lead. This could be saying that you're needing to remove yourself from the pack or go solo, go independent. And by you doing that, it pisses somebody off, or someone's upset, someone's angry, Panther, okay? And there feels like, I don't know if it was a boundary that was crossed, or someone kind of just making snarky comments, because Hyena is a trickster slash a jokester slash someone that doesn't really come forwards or be direct, but they give like hints about it. It's like you might say that they're being passive aggressive, but the Panther though, I feel like they can't hide it anymore. There's something that's being unmasked here. Okay, so it's like if someone's been building up a lot of frustration over time, maybe resentment, it's now I'm hearing it's blowing a gasket. Or it's like it's at its boiling point. Like someone can't contain it much longer, or they're gonna explode, or you're gonna explode, or someone's exploding. Oh, and it just feels Fire Ant and the Panther. Shit could get ugly. Okay, so what I will say, think before you speak, think before you do, remain calm, grounded, patient with yourself and others, although right now your patience could be wearing thin. Maybe there's a humorous approach to the situation, but anyways, so Tarantula, crossroads, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna handle this situation in a way that doesn't take you out of character? Tarantula is about evolution and spiritual growth and really advancing to the next level. It's like energy of ascension process, right? Well, it's a choice. You could take one path that leads to growth, and then you can take the other path that stunts you or keeps you in that perpetual cycle. The card that fell out underneath that is a lion. So I feel like you're choosing the ascended path. I think that you're the one, maybe you got Leo placements, but I feel that this is showing that with your strength and with your overall grounded and secure energy, looks like the path you're choosing, it leads to healing. It leads to completion. Okay, we got Cosmic Egg, this energy of completion, cycles closing out, clearing some karma. shedding some dead skin. It's energy of protection. Golden egg. This is matters of the heart, where we may need to like protect or nourish whatever that is vulnerable or whatever that is being threatened in this situation, having to really protect it. Like even with the cosmic egg, it's like protecting what is yours or protecting something that's vulnerable or is being exposed. It's like you got to protect it from the panther. Panther's gonna come on in and like snatch this egg or like eat it up. So, oh my gosh. And then cosmic egg to the sea serpent. This is energy of forgiveness. This is energy of healing. This is divine feminine energy. So you may be dealing with like a female in your life, or this could be representing your own inner feminine energy, right? We all carry masculine and feminine energies. So it's showing here like reaching some sort of new awareness, some sort of new understanding, some sort of pattern or cycle that has been repeating itself, but this time it's being like flushed away or cleansed, or I'm hearing like a restart. So yeah, it goes from very intense and maybe it's very frustrating. You're dealing with some really intense conversations, situations, feeling the sweat, feeling the heat. And then the way that you're handling it, it's like you're honestly with the golden egg, you're bringing love and compassion to the situation rather than like hostility and judgment and anger and clinging on to like grudges or the past. Like I feel like you're showing a lot of strength and composure, but like with love, but not in a way where you're just being silly and willy-nilly and take advantage of my love and my patience, my kindness. Is like, no, like there's a strength that comes with it, but also protection and acceptance. And like, I don't know, it feels like you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You got triple spirit energy coming out. Divine protection, babes. Always divinely guided. Everything's always working out for you. And whatever you choose, or however you, and we're blurry here, however you choose to handle the situation, it looks like you're really just on top of it, okay? So we'd love to see it. Give me a second, I need to take a sip. Okay. It's like you graduated, or like you passed this level. I don't want to say pass a test. It doesn't really feel like a test. It just feels like you're ascending. Nine of Pentacles is your first card with the World. This card, hello? Do you want to come out? There we go. High Priestess, Ace of Swords. You may have Pisces energy. We have Eight of Wands. It's sideways. It's not entirely upright. It's not entirely in reverse. And it's actually in between the World and the High Priestess. So I feel like we'll keep that there. It came out for a reason like that. And we got the Queen of Pentacles. Let's see if there's anything else. Page of Wands. Oh, okay. That fell out on that Eight of Wands. The Empress, which we're in Taurus season officially. The Moon, Pisces again. We have Six of Cups and also Seven of Swords. So Pisces coming out strongly. If you got any Pisces placements, shout out to you. And Taurus and Libra. Those are the main signs out here. Okay, so starting off with the Nine of Pentacles, this is a grounded, independent, secure, and also detached, right? She's holding out her hand. There's a squirrel eating off of her hand. She's not clinging on to the squirrel and be like, you must be mine. You're my pet. This is, I'm going to name you Jimmy. I don't know what the fuck you would call a squirrel Jimmy, but like, shout out to anybody named Jimmy, okay? But anyway, she's just allowing it to be as is. She's not forcing, she's not pushing, she's not demanding. She's just admiring and embracing and allowing, and She's quite grounded and secure within herself. This is paired with the world. World came out immediately after and fell out on this card. It's really just showing like there's this, I'm hearing like level of self-preservation, or like you really maintained your sense of self, and there's some old version of you that's like died or has changed, or you've evolved, and that there's some things that just you're making space for. And again, like a lot of personal growth and development happening and then occurring. And a lot of this is energetic. We have the High Priestess is the next card out here. I can't even pick it up. Okay, there we go. High Priestess and the World. So I feel like representing spiritual lessons that you have grown a lot from, and you've evolved, and like you've become a different version of yourself. Your vibration has changed. I would say it's increased. It's rising as we're speaking. And some of you, like, you're coming into new spiritual gifts and abilities that you didn't know you were capable of, or maybe you were closed off to at some point. But I feel like you could be drawn towards like the healing arts or spiritual arts, or just like a lot of exploration, even like religious stuff, or you're just wanting to know more, have a deeper understanding of like life itself, and like why are you here. And it just feels like there's a lot of this natural curiosity here. I'm really drawn to the baby in this High Priestess. Normally in most of the High Priestess there's not a baby, so it's like feels like there's new knowledge, new experience, something that it's like you're being reborn. Maybe it's someone's birthday coming up in the near future. This could be representing like a past version of yourself. Anyway, so the World and the High Priestess. With the Ace of Swords, you've like reached some sort of new awareness, a new understanding, but it's like from within though. I don't really feel like there's anything outside of you at this moment. I am seeing that there's something coming in, like some sort of news coming in, but it starts from you, because of what you focus on, because of what you speak, what you tell yourself, the lens you look through, right? This is like an energetic lens that you are looking through, and therefore experiencing or attracting or embodying, like who you are is what's manifesting in your reality. You attract what you are, not what you want. And so it's showing that with this sharpness, like this, you've become very clear on what it is that you desire, and how you get that is by being it, right? It's by embodying it. Ace of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, you are it. You are never not it. Like the Queen of Pentacles is someone who's secure, she's abundant, she's resourceful, she's reliable, she is loved, she's adored, she is really just in her energy, she doesn't doubt herself. And look at how she's attracting all these animals towards her. She's like freaking princess, you know? Or not, well, she's not princess, she's a fucking queen, but it's like in a fairy tale land, where people slash animals, babies, children, like everything is just drawn to her. Her energy is so magnetic. So when we were starting off with the Nine of Pentacles and we were saying like, oh, she's holding this squirrel, little Jimmy. He's probably there because of the nuts that she's given him. And we're like, you know, okay, maybe little Jimmy will disappear, go back into the forest. But there's this inner knowing, High Priestess, and there's this vision where it's like, nope, that's mine. Like, I don't have to force it. I don't have to control it. I don't have to, you know, put a lasso around it and keep it, you know, like just let it be, because it's always going to be there. And I don't have to chase. It's like that saying, I don't chase, I attract. And Queens, the divine feminine energy, is an attractor. It attracts, it calls things in. Okay. So then we had the Eight of Wands sideways come out. It fell between the World and the High Priestess. So this feels like, that's what I'm like, ASMR. No, but it feels kind of like a redirection. There's some adjustments being made. It's almost like, you know, changing the winds. A little bit of a change in the winds. What is that? It came out with the Page of Wands. Page of Wands flew out on this card. So it's like there is some sort of good news coming in, but you were already expecting it, or you had already assumed it to be, or you already were embodying that energy. So it's like, yeah, I'm hearing what I want to hear. Like, that's what I imagined. That's what I was telling myself. That's what I was expecting. It's like, oh yeah, there it is. Just as I assumed. That's just like what I spoke into existence. I talked about it with a friend the other day, or like, you know, so you're satisfied. Whatever it is that you're hearing, whatever it is that you are discovering, you're like, oh yeah, exactly. As I should. Or so that's cool. But again, it's like you seem to call it in / you are embodying it, and therefore it is. It shows up just naturally. There's no secret technique that you did, or you just were being you. Empress energy of being and embodying, fully nurturing and just secure, grounded, loving. It's that feminine energy, that imagination. We're kind of blurry, aren't we? Okay, there we go. Feminine energy. We can see that there's this archway that she's about to walk into. So this is entering like a portal or like new beginning. We have the moon, which can represent like uncertainty and the unknown, but yet intuition and spiritually we know. Our human, our ego, our logical side of the brain is like, but we need to have answers. We need to know why. We need to know this. We need to know that. We need to have it all planned out. But like spiritually, excuse me, spiritually, energetically, we know when to take action. We know when to wait. We know when to receive. We know when. We just know. We just know. We just be knowing. And we do actually have a full moon coming up on the 1st of May, and it will be in Scorpio. Something like that could be important for you. The moon and the 6 of Cups. There's something from your past that's being brought up, and it could be like recent past, or it could have been something that happened a while ago. But something from your past that was unfinished or incomplete, or like loose ends, I would say. It is being brought up, or there's going to be something that comes to light. And that's probably what you were already suspecting. And you're like, yep, I was just waiting to hear about that. Or not even waiting. Like, it's not even waiting. I don't get that energy at all, especially with this 8 of Wands. Although sideways, there could have been like a delay or something that came up. We'll have to clarify that. But there's something coming up. 6 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. Like some unfinished business, or something that was incomplete. Someone's past actions are under review here. Your actions, it's between you and somebody else, so. And maybe you never understood why. Maybe you didn't have all the clarity, all the information. And for whatever reason, it is being brought up here. What is that about? Okay, so maybe that goes back to the animal cards from earlier, because I'm like, how does this all tie in? How does this all tie in? Fire ant with the wolf. This could be representing where you're taking responsibility for your part to play in this situation, or I feel like this would be talking about the bottom of the deck. You chose to walk away, or you chose to remove yourself. Right? Panther. No, I don't feel like Panther's your energy. This doesn't feel like your energy, whoever you are. Because you're chilling, you're like at peace, you're in the surrender mode. So Panther would be like, oh, I'm fucking irritated, I'm pissed off, this is bullshit. That's not energy here at all. It's not, maybe you're like expecting to hear something like that from someone else. You're like, oh yeah, I knew you'd say that. Tarantula. Okay, let's just move forwards. Let's clarify some of this. Okay, the 9 of Pentacles and the World. And I just realized, like, you can't really see many of these cards. It's fine. It's okay. You'll see them when I hold them up. Alright, 9 of Pentacles and the World. I want to shuffle. 9 of Pentacles in the World. King of Wands. Ace of Pentacles, or not Ace, Page of Pentacles. Judgment. Oh, interesting. Star at the bottom. So, there is something flashy being proposed to you. And you're curious about it. You're interested. You're like, this sparked my attention. This sparked my eye. Universe slash higher self slash spirit says, use your discernment, right? Whatever this, drop the card. Whatever this pentacle is that's being offered, you do need to look out, or you do need to be intentional, or let me see. Star, Death, Six of Wands. Something about this does look like it could be very abundant and bring in a lot of victory and glory and success and acknowledgement, recognition. The Star and the Six of Wands, somebody who is receiving a lot of like the accolades and support and acknowledgement, and maybe this is a promotion, or maybe this is something that you post that goes viral or gains a lot of traction and momentum, and this is like success, y'all. This is big success. So why is Judgment out here? I guess probably just saying, hey, make sure you clean up whatever little remaining of the past or loose ends or whatever your own insecurities or cycles, like just to be mindful. Let me see here. Why is Judgment out here? Judgment is like, you could be putting something to rest once and for all, or something that's becoming final. Choosing an investment in yourself. Let me see Judgment. Why is Judgment here? Eight of Swords. I guess it's saying to like observe your mind or quality of mind or your outlook. And then we have the Devil in the reverse here. Fell out on the Wolf. The Nine of Wands. Putting a cycle to an end. Really putting your foot down. This is where you really need to rely and trust yourself and your inner knowing. Because there may be moments where you doubt your own potential, doubt what's being shown or is available for you, and you're psyching yourself out, be like, oh, I can't, or this isn't good enough, or I'm not good enough. What if this is all just too good to be true? Like, this is where we psych ourselves out, right? And the universe says, like, get the fuck out of your own way and see it for what it is. See it for what it is. Devil in the reverse, and then the Wolf, that fellow on the Wolf. This is where it's like, not allowing these circumstances or people or situations or even our own emotions not to allow it to control us. This is where we gain the upper hand and we feel powerful, not powerless. This is where we feel in control, or we're starting to master what once had control over us or power over us, you know? So you're not giving into that. So that's why Judgment came out, is saying like not to give your energy away to this devil, whatever the devil represents in your situation, in your life. To be cautious of getting sucked back into what's familiar, although just because it's familiar doesn't mean it's good. Okay, so that's like, this is what's coming to an end, right? This is with the world. Why is a High Priestess here? We have the Queen of Wands, King of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. All right. A lot of energy in your field. A lot of people's energies. 10 of Cups in the reverse with the 8 of Cups and the 10 of Swords. Whoa. Okay. Definitely seeing some things about an ending. Leaving behind an unhappy situation, or a situation where you're just not quite satisfied. And perhaps you're in this transition right now, or you're preparing yourself to leave something behind once and for all. And this could be about a home situation. This could be about a marriage. This might be about like, well, something that once meant a lot to you in your heart. And I'm seeing it's very hard to just like walk away. Strength, 4 Cups, Four of Pentacles, there's part of you that wants to like cling on, but Five of Pentacles is not really sustainable, or it's not really worth the effort or the investment anymore. So Eight of Cups to the Ten of Swords, you're aware that, okay, this is like fizzling out, or this is what's ending. And so this could be between you, maybe this is a love interest with the Knight of Cups, or it's someone who you set a boundary with and then they went running. Just the way I'm looking at this, okay? Taking traditional meanings, just look at how we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords. If we read this as like one person who's like very warm and loving and caring and romantic and passionate, but she's got her limits, right? She's got her limits. She respects herself. King of Swords comes in with the discipline, with boundaries, with their truth. And the way the Knight of Cups is just like, I gotta go. Gotta go, gotta run. You know, like, so did someone, because we're talking about something that's ending here. So maybe someone overstepped a boundary, or they didn't resonate with what you had said or shared. And so they're like, gotta go. Queen of Wands and High Priestess. Well, continue investing in you. Continue in exploring your spiritual side, creating your magic. It's absolutely gorgeous, absolutely stunning. King of Swords and the High Priestess. This is more of like having the discipline, the seeing reality, seeing the truth, seeing things for what it is, looking at the facts. This energy of also like problem solving or finding solutions to certain issues. High Priestess and the Knight of Cups, it's like follow your heart. But like King of Swords, within reason. Like, kind of like the king, or not the king. I sometimes read the lion as like king energy. The lion and the golden egg. It's like you follow your heart and let your heart guide you, but you protect it, right? You protect this egg. There may be multiple people that are in your energy right now. Maybe they want to talk. Ace of Swords. Maybe somebody wants to talk to you. I think it's always really interesting in this Ace of Swords how there's a lot of fire. There's a lot of fire that surrounds the Ace of Swords, and Ace is air. Or swords are air. So I feel like there's some kind of outer influence here. Four of Cups. Ace of Swords. Page of Wands, double confirmation, Ace of Swords here for this collective. We're getting the Four of Pentacles. So this is somebody who had been withholding from sharing or inviting or giving like some sort of truth or communication. Clarity, somebody withholding. So let's break this down. I'm gonna read it from this. Four of Pentacles to the Ace of Swords. Withholding information until the right time, or until they get the go ahead or the confirmation to unleash whatever this truth is. Ace of Swords and the Page of Wands. Now, whatever this is, this communication or this news, it's quite potent, persuasive. I'm getting like old persuasive energy from this. Like, it's very fiery, a little dramatic, I would say. I feel like this Ace of Swords and the fire brings in drama. Or not like, okay, maybe not drama, but does feel like quite intense. Just this sword is hot, right? It's in flames, it's in fire. Something about the sword, it's like hot. It can do even more damage. So like a sword is going to cut, that's going to hurt, but with the fire, now it's not just cutting, but it's burning. So it's like extra intense. This Ace of Swords with the Four of Cups. It's providing you with new information for the situation, or a new understanding. So you're going to look at this situation overall from a different perspective than what you are currently in, or even what you felt about this intuitively. There's this offer coming in that It was like perfectly crafted. Well, not really. I don't really want to say perfect, but it was like intentional. Whatever this is was intentional and planned. Okay. Some of you, this could be, because it's at the bottom, we have the Hierophant, this could be about some sort of contract or a commitment or a promise. Let's see, Hierophant, 5 of Cups, 3 of Swords. I think it's an apology or a promise to do better. Because underneath that, we have the 10 of Cups reverse, which is the situation we saw earlier with the 8 of Cups and the 10 of Swords. You were walking away from something that just wasn't supporting you on your journey. And so I'm seeing also just like growing pains you went through that helps you evolve and step into the version of yourself currently and who you are becoming as you continue on this path. Queen of Pentacles, let's look into her, see how she's doing. This reading feels like a lot of different messages, a lot of different things going on all at once. So let's see, Queen of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, and the 2 of Swords. Something about like your mind has been made up with the 2 of Cups. Let's get one more about the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords brings us to what we saw at the bottom from earlier. So I want to start off with this 2 of Swords and the 3 of Wands coming towards you in the near future. Probably that news, probably that combo, probably that information, probably whatever that was withheld is now being revealed, released. So that even talks about what we saw with the moon earlier and the 6 of Cups. You know, I think that's what that's connected to. You haven't yet made up your mind about how you're going to handle this or deal with it, or how, like, you haven't yet made up your mind. That's all I can really see from this. You're still on the fence, or until it happens, or until XYZ, your stance on this may change. Next card we have is a 2 of Cups. Okay, so again, choices, decisions, probably involving you and another individual. But see how there's something hidden? 7 of Swords to the 2 of Cups. I feel like, is there information that's hidden on both sides, right? Because 2 of Cups is shared and the 7 of Swords came out afterwards. So I feel like both parties, both individuals could be withholding information from the other. So mirroring going on. But that's what's going to be, I can't find the words. Revealed. Missing the R. I'm like, revealed is going to be revealed. 5 of Swords, Hierophant, the Fool. And then the Empress again. So I'm seeing a new beginning taking place. But going back to the 2 of Swords, you may be on the fence depending on how they approach you. And this could be someone that you may not be, wrong card, may not be on the best of terms with. You might not entirely trust them. So you're on the fence about it. So that kind of brings us back to the tarantula crossroads decisions. What are you going to do? What you going to choose? Tell me about the Empress, the Sun, Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. We go back to the Ace of Swords from earlier, which is beautiful, full circle moment. So this is showing here, you know how we said earlier, when, the Empress is walking through this little archway, this portal, this new cycle, new energy. That's literally this. Sun, Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. You know what feels good. You know what lights you up. You know what inspires you. You know what is replenishing and uplifting and feels like yummy and true to you and your soul, right? You know exactly what that is. And that's what you're focused on. 5 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. You have a choice to make. Again, choices. You've had a lot of 2s in this reading. A lot of decisions to make, right? 5 of Cups, having to work through disappointments, setbacks, loss, and lessons that were painful and emotional. And the 8 of Pentacles, you're putting in the work to heal and to choose better. with the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, choosing better so that you don't repeat the cycle of the past. The Moon, this is where, you know, things may be revealed. The Moon clarified with the Moon. Moon with the Moon. Double whammy, double moon. Tell me about the moon. Six of Swords. So this is what you're moving towards, y'all. This is like... literally... Can Spirit be more specific? Six of Swords with the Chariot. This is what you're moving towards, okay? The unknown, the uncertainty. Again, intuition is like your GPS. We were saying that earlier. Intuitively, your soul knows what to do, or when the time is right, or when to go for it, or when to wait, etc. Logically, you know, ego might be saying, oh, I don't know. But intuitively, you know what to do, where you're going, when to stop, when to go. Like, but where is this taking you? To your wishes. Okay, Nine of Cups is at the bottom. To your wishes, to your hopes, to your dreams. Of course, the Page of Cups. Okay, this is probably a combo. Queen of Swords in the reverse. And Six of Cups. Someone hasn't been honest. And that, when the Queen of Swords in the reverse came out, it fell out on top of the Seven of Swords from earlier. That energy of someone withholding certain information or keeping certain secrets. Okay. And so I'm feeling like during this time, where as we get close to the full moon in Scorpio, there may be a conversation that takes place. This hasn't happened yet. I feel strongly this hasn't happened yet. Where maybe somebody hasn't been entirely honest, or they've been withholding their truth, but it's been building up. And sometimes Queen of Swords reverse can be seen as someone who's bitter and cold and detached, or, you know, you might look at her like she's heartless, but she's probably really hurt. Page of Cups with the Queen of Swords reverse. This is someone that can say a lot of things that end up being hurtful or misinterpreted, or I feel like it's the Panther from earlier. The Panther with the fire ant. It's like someone that could be, and even what was it? Hyena. Someone that making like these remarks, these passive aggressive comments or jokes, but really it's like you can tell that they're bitter, or that you can tell that they're upset or angry or something like that. Like, oh, okay. So then we have the Six of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Two of Wands. This tells me that this has been like, you've been here before. There's like this sense of deja vu. There's something about this that doesn't seem like a surprise to you. That Seven of Pentacles is kind of like you were expecting this. Six of Cups here. How about the Six of Cups? The World. Okay. The Emperor. Aries energy. Six of Cups. And the Three of Cups. Okay. Pretty positive outcome. Eight of Wands at the bottom. Pretty positive. Seems like this is clearing a direct path forwards, right? So we're seeing the past being brought up for some reason, because there's probably loose ends that need some clearing and some tidying. Looks like here it's successfully being worked through, or at least for you with the Emperor, the way that you're carrying yourself, the way that you handle this situation in your strength, within, you know, keeping your composure. We're blurry. It's not focusing. This has been literally going on for like over a week now. There we go. But this is where, you know, you're rising up from the past. You're closing a door. You're not entertaining or repeating or getting stuck in the old ways. And you're quite satisfied. You're quite happy. You're quite pleased to see how far you've come, and you're able to celebrate and not get bogged down by whatever past mistakes or issues or problems. You're able to see past it, right? Eight of Wands, Hierophant, Seven of Cups. You're able to see past it and grow from it. Beautiful. So then why do we have the Five of Swords? Because perhaps someone else that you're dealing with, they have trouble moving past it, or it's like someone who's trying to just constantly stir up drama. Or let me see, why is the Five of Swords here. What this? Five of Swords, Eight of Cups. They feel abandoned. Someone feels abandoned. Ace of Wands. The Nine of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups, Seven of Wands. Well, again, it's just showing like you've set a boundary here. You've really set a boundary. And someone feels like they're at a loss, or someone feels like because of this boundary, now they can't move forwards. Well, it's because they're not making an adjustment, or they don't want to. They feel like they don't need to. Okay. Let's put this here. Five of Swords to Eight of Cups. Yeah, someone feels abandoned. Somebody here feels like you're choosing peace over their chaos, and they're like offended by it, or they're like, I mean, it goes back to what we saw with the animal cards. You're saying, what was it? You're choosing to end this cycle and choosing healing, choosing love, peace, compassion, remaining in your strength, not entertaining this toxicity. You're really refraining from feeding into this devil-like energy, whatever the fuck that is. Someone's pissed off and they're trying to trigger you / pull you back in. Yeah. And so because you're like, no, I got this, who did I read for before? I think it was, I did Libra's reading before you. It's like, you got a plane to catch. You're not going to miss your flight for this. Get the fuck out of my way. So Eight of Cups and the Ace of Wands, you're like, there's better things out there for my energy, for my time. This is something that's just a distraction. And, you know, I'm really putting my foot down. I ain't budging. I'm putting my foot down. I'm protecting myself. I'm wearing my armor. And yeah, this Five of Wands is someone who wants to fight. Somebody who just wants to cause chaos. But you're like, I'm not entertaining this. At the bottom, Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. You've changed a lot. You've grown a lot emotionally and spiritually. You have really become so secure within yourself, within how you feel, and not allowing outside forces to influence or shake you or distract you. Yeah, you really are really strong. Whoever you are, emotionally so strong. And there are things, again, look at the Seven of Wands, outside opinions, judgments, assumptions, people trying to push you, trying to get a reaction from you, and you're standing your ground, and you're not wavering. And this doesn't seem to have impact on you emotionally because you're just so in your strength. It's not even, you're not fighting back. It's just, you're not fighting, or it just shows here you just are unbothered as fuck. Unbothered, completely unbothered. So that's what I see. So someone's bothered that you're unbothered. Oh my gosh. Well, I feel weird to just leave a reading here, but we're going on like 40 some minutes, so I guess I'll just leave it here. But let me know how it resonates, if it does, and private readings are available down below if you'd like to book a reading with me. Cool. If you send a request, I'll get back to you soon. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. So have a lovely day, and I will see you later. Take care.